If you're somebody that wants to start a YouTube channel and the thought of being on camera makes you vomit, uncomfortable, and weirded out, then this video is for you. Keep watching. Hello, hi, I'm Vanessa, and this is. So I wanted to get comfortable in front of the camera. Today is March 1st. I have to talk to camera every day for 10 minutes. Yeah, wow, this is the longest 10 minutes ever. Most of all, I just want to get comfortable not having the brain fart whenever the camera's on. The most what I struggled with was just to talk out of my ass, to be honest. What this challenge did for me was so much greater than speaking to camera skills. It opened the door to myself, which unlocked all the possibilities for me to get better at speaking to camera. Without those profound realizations, I think I would never see the potential in me. Where to even start? Hi, welcome to day 3 of Talking to Camera Challenge. I wanted to express how much of a struggle was yesterday to talk to camera. Overcoming the dread. Well, at the start of this challenge, I'll admit, the thought of putting myself in front of the camera filled me with dread. The fear of being judged, the uncertainty of how I'd come across, it all just felt overwhelming. Just because I would overthink and, not look right and whatever. The voice, I never liked my voice as well. As I showed up day by day and committed to this challenge, something really remarkable happened. I don't dread coming on here and speak to camera anymore. I'm having fun with it because I know I have full control over it. I get to decide what I put out in the world and I can just delete it if I don't like it. So this realization filled me with real freedom and comfort. But just showing up day by day and getting used to the routine, it didn't feel like dread anymore. It kind of became fun. I realized that the more I showed up, the more comfortable I became. Not exactly confident because English is not my first language and I really have a hard time expressing myself in English, genuinely, like from the heart in the moment, just like I would in my own language. I think you can understand that because it just doesn't come across the way it would in my own language. So have to work on that a little bit more. I'll have to probably read books. So yeah, overall, the challenge was really fun. I learned a lot about myself and I achieved what I came here to achieve, being comfortable in front of the camera. I'm sorry my voice is really weird because I have a sore throat and I don't know, something's happening. Okay, now let's talk about the filler words, phrases, sounds. Oh my god. Oh my god. This one was huge. One of the first things that I noticed upon reviewing my footage was the abundance of uh, Perhaps the biggest lesson of all was learning to embrace silence. Those filler words, phrases, sound, all of those things were abundantly there throughout my speech. And I learned to embrace the silence, and whenever I want to say something, I don't feel uncomfortable to be silent and gather my thoughts and say what I want to say. I also noticed that I felt really weird because I couldn't express myself with hands. I'm normally talking with hands a lot in my real life, and just holding the microphone made me feel more formal and stiff. When I talk to the camera, I still feel like I'm in some kind of interview. I feel like so official. It just feels so awkward and I cannot get over that. If I talk with hands, I feel like it's more me. Acceptance. This was another huge lesson for me. I learned to embrace myself fully, flaws and all. It didn't matter if I showed up with bad hair and sleepy eyes or fully put together with makeup and all. I just learned to love every part of myself. If I knew that earlier, I would do this challenge years and years ago. Okay, eye contact. I guess I'm still a little struggling with the eye contact, but the funny thing was that I really thought that I am really good at it, because in my real life I keep an eye contact with the person I talk to. But upon reviewing my footage, I realized that my eyes were all over the space and not exactly on the lens like 80% of the time. I am now trying every time to consciously make eye contact. I think it makes a huge difference. The conclusion of this whole journey, at the end of this 30-day challenge, I didn't just talk to camera. I learned a lot about myself. I found out that being brave, it's about being yourself. It was really about self-discovery, growth, and empowerment. I feel like I fully know myself, well, a lot more than before. The biggest lesson that I learned was to let go of my attachment of certain image that I had about myself. And as I wrap up this journey, I'm just gonna remind you of, at the end of the day, it's just a camera. You hold the power to decide what you put out there, but perhaps the most rewarding thing of this experience is going to be rediscovering yourself, truly. This mission was about to get comfortable in front of the camera, but I got so much more out of this. I am no longer stressing about when is the perfect time to turn on the camera. I just turn it on because any moment is perfect. The barrier of limiting beliefs has been broken, and now I am finally at the starting point of profound transformation. So I think it's safe to say that my journey to get skilled at talking to camera starts here and now. I completely mastered the art of letting go. So thank you for being here. I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.